Hey guys, welcome back to DMAC Customs. If you watched the other video on the gas strut conversion on the bonnet hood on the Area 51 project, if you watched that, you'll know that I was a bit worried about the gas struts being too kind of heavy, too much jandle needed to pull them down. Anyway, I bought some new ones with a lower Newton meterage, and they work quite cool. They don't take as much effort to pull them down, but still have enough onions there to hold them up. So with that in mind, got some more. I'm going to do the same kind of conversion on the boot lid, trunk lid. Get rid of those squeaky springs. So let's have a look. So these culprits here that I want to replace is these springs. Make a hell of a racket, and first I've got to figure out how to get them out, and there's a pin down the bottom there which I assume we knock out, which I have actually gone ahead and done the other side, so that's why I have to hold this up with my hand, because there's not enough springage to hold it up on its own. So that's my first step really. Maybe my first step is find something to hold the, either that or I take the trunk lid off and do it that way. Might be the way to go. I'll do that. My shims need to make some more proper ones. Start by knocking those pins out. They come out pretty easy. Managed to lose, oh no, found it. These little clips that go on the end of them, I'll hang on to them just in case. Ah, there's another pin up the top. Tucked right up in there. Check this out. I'm going to do some stunt filming under here. You can see there, that's, I'm trying to hold the light and the camera at the same time. That thing there, that's the back of the pin. So what I didn't notice is that I've got to fold that little tab over, then I can knock the pin out and pull the whole hinge assembly out. So I'll do that, and then I'll pull the pin out. Make sure they're both the same. Yeah, so I'll just get me a big screwdriver and bend that back. I don't know what I've done with my big screwdriver, so I'll just use this multi-purpose whacker screwdriver. I don't know what I did with my big screwdriver. Tuck my shirt in so you don't get subjected to more inappropriate material. Could use a punch. I don't think I'll use a punch because I can't get the punch in there. So I'm going to have to go and find my big screwdriver. Still can't find my big screwdriver. It's not that big a garage, but it's still, shit still just goes places. So. Oh, what am I shimming? There we go. Pin there. something's still hanging on to it down that end, but might knock the other pin out, and we're both at the same place. There we go, you just got to use a bit of violence on it to get it out. So there we have it. What my plan is to drill out this rivet here and attach the little doodad for the gas strut onto there and hope that that works. I haven't done any mathematical calculations, I'm just going to guess it like I did on the front. Could be wrong, but at least now I know how to take them apart. So. There we go. Okay, so say that a lot. Okay, so my catchphrase. That's the springs removed. I guess now I just have to make sure those holes are big enough to take the old, I think they're 8mm, off the top of my head, for the gas struts, the little ball end sort of thing. So I better go and get those and make sure they're going to fit, and maybe have to drill out those holes even a bit more. Here's my gas struts that I'm planning on using. Hopefully they've got enough Newton meters. These are 100 Newton meters of force according to there, and these were a princely sum of $14.95 from Mitre 10 Mega in Tauranga. So let's have a look see. I think they are 8mm. The other ones were. Oh, bleeding. Yeah. So I'm going to need to open up those holes a bit, but it's whether we can get the nut on the back of there actually. That's the next question. Doesn't look like it wants to go on there. Or clearance that out just a tad so I can get a nut on the back. That might be the way to go. It'll probably be stronger. Maybe. I don't know really. Well, it seems awfully big. Okay, so there we go again. Okay, so just a little clearance there so I can get my little nut on there and turn it. And yeah, we might go and try and see if we can put these things back in now. Super tricky part's going to be getting the other end bolted in, I reckon. Might have to do that from inside the car with a balance of long nose pliers and hopes and dreams. Oh, who put this there? Got that in there. Now it's whether I can get that. Oh, I reckon this. Might just give this this a little bit of love. Ooh, they don't feel like they got heaps of we won't know until we put the lid on it, but I won't fold those tabs over just yet. We might have to look for some stronger gas struts, but we'll give it a try with this anyway and see what happens. Let's do the other side. Ooh, might work. Let's try putting the lid back on and see how we get on. A couple of these handy. Some of these off just to not try and scratch them up again. As you probably figured by now, if you've been watching closely, 100 Newton meter gas struts just ain't got enough juice. Get in there. Get in there. Well, the squeaky noise has gone away, but now the deck lid won't stay up by itself. So I'm going to have to find out whether I can get maybe around 200, 250 Newton meters in these shorter ones. We'll be back. Well, according to the interweb, I can get a slightly gruntier, more Newton metery gas strut from the same place for another princely sum of $15.86. So that might be our go. Slightly longer, so it's, what were these ones? 325. The next size up is 380 by 250 Newton meters of torquage. What did I put in the front? Longer. Yeah, but anyway, can get them. I'll just have to drill a new hole further back in the spring box, and then I reckon we'll be good. So maybe tomorrow I'll shoot out there and see if I can grab a set of those, and then I think we'll be good. I reckon it'll work. So I reckon. Till tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. Oh, welcome me back. Anyway, went and got some more of these gas struts. Again, I think these ones were $16, $15.98 or something like that. So these are slightly longer. They're 380 as opposed to 325 long, but these are 250 Newton measures of push. So much pressure it takes to. I haven't got that much. I would have anyway. So I'm going to swap these out, drill a couple of new holes, and see if this will work with the trunk lid. If it does work, it'll be a nice simple little customization. So what do I need? Oh, I've got a new centre punch, one of those little spring ones, so I've got to go and find that. It's in my work bag, I think. Alright, let's start with taking this trunk lid off again, and I'll take out these gas struts and do it all again. Right, so that's my old ones that were too weak, taken out. What I'm going to do next, these were 325 extended, these are 380, so it's 55 millimeters longer according to the paperwork. Seems about right. So what I'm going to do, there was already a hole there from the original, what do you call it, the spring pin at the back of the spring, which seemed to fit just right with these, but these not having quite enough oomph to hold the lid up. So what I'll do is I'll mark, punch and drill a new hole exactly 55 millimeters further back. How's that for science? When you punch, haven't tried this on anything yet, but hopefully it works. It's a bit blunt, but yeah, so let's do that. So that, see there, that was the hole, the original pin hole for the spring. So, and my first set of gas struts fit in there just perfect. So my new one's been 55mm longer. I'm going to come back this way 55mm. So first I have to mark some lines on there. Okay, so holes all drilled. There's a bit of technical prowess there. Probably never seen engineering quite like that before. Right. So these also have to go a certain way apparently to keep the seals lubricated. So you've got to have the skinny part kind of down, so they're like that. These are going to be on a bit of a angle like that, which hopefully will be enough for them to have a normal life as a gas strut in an old car. Start by putting these bits back on. Okay, so now we're ready to put these things back in. Exciting stuff. I might take these nuttages off. Hopefully this steel's going to be strong enough to hold the pressure of these gas struts. So for some reason I haven't got any 8mm washers, got heaps and heaps of 6mm and a bunch of 10mm, so I'm just going to put some 10mm washers on here for now. Don't judge me, make do with what you got sometimes on a Sunday. Well, we shall see. Again, I won't bend those tabs over just yet until I know that this is going to work. Right, put this lid back on and see whether these ones have got enough oomph to hold this trunk lid up. Well, that didn't work either. Still not enough grunt. Don't really know what I'm going to do now. Kind of disappointed. I wonder if those other ones I had on the front would be better. These might be too long though, the only problem. Okay, so after some careful thinking and deliberating and a little bit of crying and stamping on my feet, I think I'm on a new solution. I'm going to weld these little tags on here, because I think what the problem was, I didn't have enough kind of angle from the pivot. I've sort of clamped all this into place. It seems to have a lot more resistance than that on it, so I'm gonna weld one of them on and give it a try. Worst case scenario, I just got to cut it off again, so give it a shot, see how this works. Okay, so I got my little things welded on there, sort of straight. I got heaps more push now, so I'm just going to put the boot lid back on and see whether it works. Oh, as you can see, that little bit more angle has made it work. Still hangs up a little bit coming up, but not afraid to go like that. Give it a little push. Well, we have some level of success, which is a good thing when you're doing something like this. I think my first attempt, I had all the angles were all wrong for these gas struts and that, so they weren't really getting much travel. So adding these little extensions on here has given me a bit more swing away from the hinge, which is the hinge pin, which is right up under here, and allows for a bit more, well, I don't know what the correct terminology is, resistance, swing, whatever. But so she doesn't want to stay down on her own, but once we get a boot catch back in there, it'll be just fine. Doesn't quite go all the way back up on her own either, but again, that's just fine. I'm happy with that. Possibly try and find or even utilize one of those heavier gas struts to give it a bit more push, but I don't really think it's necessary. I think this will be fine once it's all done. But yeah, definitely got rid of that horrendous screechy springs noise, because that was just like a horror show. If you've seen the Franken boot lid episode, you'll know what that screechy noise and that is. Anyway, well guys, that's it for this video. Once again, thanks for watching and making it, if you're watching this, but all the way to the end. Cheers. So if that helps anyone, like you know, figure out how they could possibly start doing this little project, then that's awesome. Might tell you how you don't want to do it or why you don't want to do it, and that's awesome too. But yeah, I'm 95% happy with how the gas struts are working, and I'm just even more happy that it doesn't make that like screaming banshee noise as you open and close the trunk lid or boot lid or deck lid or the lid, the back thing. Anyway, so these are out, gas struts are in, so gas struts in the back and in the hood now as well. So overall, like I say, pretty happy. And so if you want to see some more little projects like this, and eventually hopefully this thing will start coming together as a complete car, make sure you hit the subscribe button, get some notifications on that little notification bell as well, just to tell you when they're coming. Any comments, questions, down below in the comments questions box. Till then, take it easy. We'll see you next time. Don't know what I'm going to do next. I really want to start painting some stuff, but nothing's really ready for that yet. I've still got heaps of welding to do, still got some rust repairs to do, just little bits of shit that I've been procrastinating about. Got an ensuite to build upstairs. I've been procrastinating even more about that, to be fair, so I really need to get on to that. Not tonight, though. Anyway, take it easy. See ya. Peace. Got a couple of extra pairs of gas struts now, so if anyone's in the market for some gas struts that are either too strong or too weak for this particular project, look us up. Well, look us up. Like my car? She's gonna be fly. It's a special imported from Italy tan window tints that I'm going to be putting in the Area 51. Yeah, no one can see in when you got these kind of tints. You can't see out either, but that's irrelevant. You look so cool.